So why do men get in a relationship and stop courting women? It's a good question. I've been asked that question a whole lot. So I figured I'd do a video on it today. So before we go any further, welcome back to My Opinion, guys. I'm your boy, Scott Free. And today's show, I'm going to do 4 reasons why men stop doing that courting process once you get together. So sit down, grab your popcorn, and take notes, ladies, because I'm going to give you some information that's going to make your relationship tight. If you're in a relationship, and if you're not in a relationship, it's going to put you in a relationship, and when you get in it, it's going to keep you going. So here we go. With no further ado, number 1. One of the main reasons why men switch up is because it's a change in circumstances. You know, back in the day, we could sit around the house all day and play video games, and I remember back, we could just play Street Fighter all day or play Injustice all day. I mean, we getting it. Yes! We didn't have a care in the world. We could just keep playing video games, eating candy and cookies, and the only thing that we had to worry about throughout the day was whooping my homeboy in a video game, talking to you on the phone all day, my girl, and thirdly, saving my money because guess what? I didn't have a lot of responsibilities. I had a roommate, or I was living at home with my dad, my mom, my parents, or whatever, and that was my only care in the world. My car, my Jordans, video games, and you talking on the phone. So didn't have a lot of expenses. So that was one of the main reasons why we could do all that. We had extra cash. We had plenty of time on our hands. Which brings me to point number 2. This is a bad one. Kids. You ever heard these things called kids? Yeah. I know women, you guys do a lot more for the kids with running around, giving them baths and do all that stuff. But as a man, you feel drained, Life ain't what it used to be. I gave up my video games. I can't buy my Jordans like I used to. It just feels like life is going down the drain. You know what I mean? It's like, it ain't what it used to be, man. I never thought adulting could be or would be like this. It's a shame, man. It's really a shame. So, you at work, you getting off from work and you heading home, and the thing that when you come through the door is, Daddy, can I have this? Daddy, can you do this? Daddy, can you help me do this? And you got so many things to do when you come through the house, and it's sad. We don't think about bringing those flowers home for our girl, because when we go home, we dreading going through that door, because we know we're going to take out the trash, we're going to have to cut the grass, or we got these little stinking little kids running around asking for something all day. Them little devils. We love them to death. They're a beautiful disaster, but it's draining. So that is reason number 2 of why we don't really think to go home and court, because when we're on our way home, we feel drained. We feel like life is not what it should be, and we feeling depressed. Yes, men, we get depressed. Yes, we do. Men, we get depressed. Sorry, ladies, you guys are not the only one. But anyway, which takes me to kids, and all that good stuff takes me to number 3. And number 3 is you, ladies. Yes. Some of it's your fault. And I know you're like, how's it my fault? It's definitely your fault. Because you've changed a whole lot, You guys are not dressing like I used to, You start that, I'm a mommy, I don't do this and I don't do that. So you kind of, those tight little outfits. Now we understand that when you have kids, your shape is not what it used to be, But you still can kind of dress to your shape, And do some of the exciting things that you used to do that you no longer do anymore. Once women get up, and women mature faster than men, and you guys take life a lot more serious than men, because we're like big kids. Remember, I referred to the game thing earlier? Yeah, that's all we cared about. But anyway, still, how can I say this? Women, you play a big part in it because sometimes you set the pace. Meaning that if you guys don't get your way, it's going to be hell to pay. You don't get your way, hell to pay. If mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And that's real. That's real stuff. If mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So I'm not blaming you, but I'm just blaming the situation, the circumstances. We got kids now. You guys don't feel comfortable. You guys are not dressing like you used to. You don't go out. We don't do the fun things that we don't do anymore. And I understand that you don't feel sexy anymore. And a lot of times we don't do the things to make you feel sexy because we're not giving you that emotional stimulation of the roses, the taking you out on dates, and all the fun stuff that we used to do in the beginning because we're dropping the ball. So I will accept that on the man's behalf, that we drop the ball a lot and we don't give you guys what you need to give us what we need, which brings me to the last and final one for today. It's not the end-all be-all one, but it's number 4 on the list, and it is sex, or the sexual excitement that men get. You know, like you guys wearing those little sexy numbers that you used to wear to the club when you caught our eye, or when we saw you out at the park or at the basketball game or wherever we saw you at, and you caught our eye and we like, man, she look good. You guys don't have all that stuff on no more. And then you guys come in the house and you throw on our jogging clothes to go to bed. And those granny panties. I mean, I cannot tell you enough how draining it is to know you got on granny panties up under that jogging suit and them braids or your hair up in rollers. It's not sexy, ladies. I mean, I understand we need to do our part to make you feel sexy, but you gotta do your part to make us help you, help us to help you. You know what I mean? Give us what we need and we'll give you what you need. Or maybe let's sit down and talk about this and we can come up with a good happy medium to whereas we can start giving you those things that you need. But you got to understand that if you're not giving the guy the physical stuff or the excitement and you're treating sex like it's a chore, you know what I mean? You start treating sex like it's a chore, like, okay, let me go ahead and do this, and okay, it's time, and you know what I mean? We feel all of that. And once we feel all that, we just like, man, you know what? It's not even worth it. Or we just lose the excitement on it. Not saying that we fall out of love with you or we don't want to be with you any longer, but it's like somebody peeing on your birthday cake, you know? You know? Because guys are more physical. So ladies, yes, that's it. So remember, number 1, changing circumstances. We don't have financing, or we lost our job, or now we take it on real bills. So that's number 1. Number 2 was the kids. Being draining, coming home, having to cut grass and do all this other stuff. Number 3 was, ladies, you gotta keep the things that kept us up, you know, the excitement when you're going out in public, because we don't want to feel so secure. I mean, we want to feel secure, but we don't want to feel like you guys don't care anymore. You know what I mean? We want to see you look good. We want to see people look at you, even though there's a lot of jealous men out there, but we still want people to look and say, you know, God. And that keeps us where we involved and engaged, you know? And number 4 is, once you're in a relationship, you got to keep the excitement in there, because that's what we feed off of to give you what you need to give us what we need. So at some point in time, we got to come down to the meeting table, ladies, and talk this thing out. So I hope you guys listen to this, and I hope you guys was writing this down, because listen to me and don't listen to your girls. You know, like I said before, you can lead a person to knowledge, but you can't make them think. I can give you guys all the tools to make your relationship tighter, but if you don't use them, it doesn't work, you know? So listen to your boy and not to your girlfriend who can't keep a man longer than 3 to 4 to 5 months, you know? Or got 50 baby daddies, you know? It doesn't count. It doesn't count. If you get, every time you turn around, you're in a different relationship, it doesn't count that you got a man today. It doesn't. Because guess what? We know next month, you're going to have a new man. So, ladies, if you listen to this message, send this out to your girls. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. So until the next video, guys, give me some more comments. Let me know what you think about this video. But like I said, until next video, keep it crispy, ladies. Keep that swag, baby. I'm out.